Hi, my lovely people. Section 107 Fair Use allows us to talk about it, and that's what we are here to do. Please don't go out of your way to dislike anybody we talk about in this video. It is for entertainment and reaction purposes only. It is my opinion and my opinion only. Hi, my lovely people, and my storm chasers, baby. We got to talk about it. Whoo-wee. I'm going to tell y'all something now. I couldn't imagine getting on here crying about the bills I have to pay and about gambling and about everything else that is not a big deal. First off, let me just say this before we break it all the way down to the get down, right? Because that's what we about to do. So you're going to want to watch this in full. But we're going to break it all the way down. Let me just say one thing. Be happy that you can pay the bills. Be happy that you are able to keep up everything with 7 children and a husband. So that makes you have 8 of them. Be happy that you have a warm bed and a roof over your head and food in your mouth before you get out here complaining. Because there are some people that go to work every day and still can't do that, right? But in Peach Fashion, she's going to turn it to be all about her. So let's talk about the bills first, right? She gets on here and she makes quite a few videos and quite a few, pictures of what she wrote down and what she had to pay and putting her rent in the box and everything else. Well, there's a few things on this list I just don't understand, right? So let's talk about it. I don't understand that you say that you have a phone bill that's $800, all right? You have a phone bill that you out here, everybody got to have an iPhone, even the little kids. If you are struggling like you saying, why do the little kids need to even have a service to where they can call out and talk to anyone? They can have a phone and get on Wi-Fi and they can play games and they can do things like that. But why do they have phones that need to be on a phone plan? Why can't you cut that down and then save you some money? Also, this before school care and this after school care, I'm not understanding why she needs that either. I mean, she ain't clocking in. Wood ain't clocking in. They ain't got ish to do all day but sit around and gamble. But she claims she not gambling no more. So why can't you cut off almost $1,000 to $1,200 worth of fees? Why can't you before school, okay, feed them breakfast and then drop them off at school? When school is out, then why can't you just pick them up, right? And take them home and feed them dinner and be around them? Because you don't want to. You don't want to have any extra responsibilities, but you want to cry about bills. Then I'm like, okay, you also saying that your daycare fees is $3,200. Once again, who's working outside the home that y'all can't spend time with these kids during the day? You did get on here and claim that you was homeschooling them full time, right? You were homeschooling them full time. Then all of a sudden you decide, oh, everybody's going to school. But in order for them to go to school, I got to have before care, after care, daycare, and everything else. There's nothing that you're doing all day. You're filming your life, right? You're filming content. You're a content creator. Why ain't you letting them kids stay at home and show us what you do with them throughout the day, the adventures? I mean, girl, last year you was so much at Disney World that we didn't know whether you was going to move in there, pitch a car, or stay forever. So you now still have these family passes. Why ain't you getting these young ones and taking them there, letting them play, go to the park? You was at the YMCA crying in your coffee cup. Why you ain't taking them there during the day and letting them do Y care while you go and so-called work out because you trying to be healthy? I mean, there's so much stuff on this list that don't even make sense. So you're out here crying about places that you can see where if you just spend time with your kids and did what you had to do as a mother, like 90% of people do, that you could cut your costs and you could cut your labor, right? But you're not going to do that. Also, I find it very weird that you getting paid from all these platforms, right? You getting paid. So if you getting paid, that means your husband getting paid. So all these bills, why he ain't pitching in on none of them? We obviously know he didn't give you no money towards no bills this month, because if he did, you wouldn't be crying about it. Wood has to be at least bringing in anywhere from $3 to $4 on his channel. If he needs money, why can't he at least throw you 2 of that, go put $500 or $600 on his child support and keep it pushing on what he got left? Because he doesn't care. It's all simple. It's all selfishness, right? Spend time with your kids. Your husband ain't doing nothing. You ain't got extra money because your views down, your bundles ain't selling, and you one sad puppy. But oh, this is the happiest she's ever been in her marriage is what she's telling us, right? That's what she's putting on us. But you can't be happy, I don't care who you are, if you got a husband that ain't contributing. If you have a husband that ain't trying to make things better. Now let's go on and get into this gambling conversation to let us know, if you got on this app, right, and you crying, it's so hard. It's so hard. Now, I'm going to tell you, I do think that Peach has an addiction, right? And I don't think it's gambling. I think she's addicted to money. in general. When her money is funny, she's sad. When her money is up, she's dogging everybody else out and she's throwing it in our face. She's counting it in public bathrooms. She's in and out of banks making withdrawals. So you know when her money get funny is when she gets sad. So it ain't about gambling, but that's what she wants to focus it on, okay? She wants us to make us believe that. Also, on that note, if you have a gambling addiction, that'd be no different if me, right? I smoke cigarettes. If I have a partner that smokes cigarettes and I go to quit smoking cigarettes and then they continue to smoke, then that's going to make me want to smoke more, right? You got on here and you told us, oh, well, I've stopped gambling, but Wood, he loves the casino. He's still gambling, right? He's still going out here and having a good time. So your husband that you say is the most supportive that you've ever been in life, you telling us he been sober, he's been doing this, he's spending time with the kids. Well, why ain't he supporting you? If he feels as though you have addiction, right, to gambling and you're crying and you are losing money and you losing sleep about all of this, why hasn't he tried to stop gambling so that he can help you out? Well, let me take a wild guess. You was doing some of that crying too, because when them checks hit yesterday, Wood, he was gone. He hopped in that truck, he went to the casino, and he probably ain't been home yet. He is making sure that every penny that he brings in, that he puts it right back into the casino. And obviously he's not winning, because if he is, he ain't bringing the money home, because you still on here crying about bills. So all of this, right, links in together and makes absolutely no sense. I tell you one thing, there will absolutely be no sympathy for her over this way, because every day and every week and every month that I have to pay bills, you don't see me on here crying about it, because that's the thing called being an adult. It's called being a mother. It's called being a human. Any and everybody got to pay something. That's number one. Number two, I'm dang sure ain't gonna never feel bad for somebody who needs all of this assistance to take care of their children during the day, and we know they ain't doing nothing. Girl, you getting up at 5 o'clock teaching all your classes, you ain't doing nothing the rest of the day. You sitting around here during the day walking through Sam's Club, walking through Target. Why can't your kids be in the car and be walking with you? Especially if you're claiming that it's $2,000-$3,000 that you could be saving a month. It's pure laziness is what it is. Go on and pull them out so you can have some content. Maybe them views will go up. Maybe that big bag that done shrunk down to an itty bitty bag, a coin purse, a little bit of change, maybe it'll go up, because then guess what? You might have some content, because right now what you got going over there, it ain't working. It ain't flowing. It ain't jiving. It ain't doing what it's supposed to do, boo. But hey, y'all, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just out here to react on what's being dropped, all right? Now, I know y'all been keeping up, and I cannot wait to see what y'all got to say in the comments below, because I know it's going to be a rocking. Whoo, if you ain't seen it, go over and check it out. Baby, she boo-hooing and crying about bills and about gambling. Whoo, happy Thursday.